And welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about the Superbox S5 Pro. If you guys are familiar with my channel, I try to get you guys here like an overview. If you go to my streaming tech channel, I do a little bit more details, a little bit more of the ins and outs. So I wanted to get you guys here some of this information. Yeah, and then if you guys are curious in this one, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. Every time I post this stuff, I try to get rid of it pretty quick. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. So here's the Superbox S5 Pro. You do get like a little clock right there. You get some vents. Here on the side, you have a TF card slot, USB 3.0, 2.0, and then a restore button. You do get your DC, IR, AV, HDMI, Ethernet, and optical. I am using my remote just because I don't like how their remote works. You have to point at it. When it comes to the power supply is okay. It did feel a little bit on the budget end of it. And the HDMI cable is just going to be a standard cable. So here is their remote. Looks really good. Only problem is that you definitely have to point directly to the box or it's just not going to work properly. So you do have your power, your mute. You could set these up for your TV. So it's got like a power input volume plus minus. And then it also has your color coordinated stuff that you could match some things and make some shortcuts for yourself. That's good. Pause, play, rewind forward, home minus or home reverse, and then you have a mouse built in, information up, down, left, right, and then just a couple extra stuff, including a voice thing, which I'll show you guys how to set that up later. But tons of options here and tons of stuff. For me, I like using this guy, so I am going to use the remote just to show you guys how it works. And let's go ahead and get into this video here. So, okay, when you click on live TV, or actually again, go to my other channel and I'll show you guys step by step how to set this up. It's pretty simple. Follow the steps and you should be fine. When you click on live TV, it's just going to have like an ad section, just nothing fancy. If you go to VOD, it's the same thing. You could add, if you click on add, you could add whatever apps you want. So whatever it is that you have, same thing with playback. That's pretty much it. Browser does open up Google. You do have a shortcut for your app store, which is the same thing like VOD and TVA. It's just a shortcut to have all your app stores. If you click on apps, so I did add YouTube and I did add IDA64, but you do get here your app store, calculator, calendar, gallery, videos, TV-ROM, system update, Play Store, music, and Miracast. When you are in the app store, the Play Store is there, and then this App Store is there. That App Store, you actually have to click on it to download it, and then it should open up like other apps like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. It's just a shortcut just to download some of those apps. Now, those apps you do need a subscription. Keep that in mind. Down here at the bottom, if you hit this plus, this is a much faster shortcut. So if whatever your top 6 apps are, that's where you're going to want to go. Okay, when it comes to the gear icon, this was interesting here. I was messing with this and it has some, I don't know, one thing that kind of bugs me a little bit, but I'll show you guys here. You got your network, Bluetooth, accounts, apps, and device preference. If you do go to apps and you go to security and restrictions, unknown sources, everything automatically turns on, so you don't have to mess with this. Very, very easy. Even when you're downloading APKs, you don't have to mess with turning anything on. For here, when you go to About, and then if you go to the bottom and click on Android TV ISO build, it says I'm already a developer, but I don't see where the developer options is. Now, if anybody does know this, typically I just hit the back button once and it's right here, but it's not for whatever reason. Let me know in the comment section below. Here you could change your date, time, pretty simple. For your languages, same thing. Keyboard, just basic stuff. Inputs, again, this is some of your inputs that you could set up for your remote and for your TV. When it comes to display and sound, pretty basic stuff. You got text scaling, match content frame rate, advanced display. This one's pretty good because it has HDMI output mode, screen percentage, which you do that in the beginning, colors, TVR, HDR mode, allow gaming mode, format selection. Yeah, basic stuff. Audio output, if you want to enable pass-through for audio stuff, if you have like a surround sound, this is the spot. Or if you want to go to advanced settings, again, this is another section you could use. If you never use surround, you could actually switch this on. Automatic kind of just reads it and says, okay, this is what is best for your stuff. I would just leave it on auto if you're not sure. When it comes to storage, this is where some of your apps are at, and it gives you a little bit more details of some of the stuff here, like a breakdown of everything. Pretty simple and basic. You could set up Google Assist. Now you just turn it off, on. Yeah, very, very simple. It does have Chromecast built in. You could add screensavers, energy savers, location, and then you could actually restart the device from here. So pretty simple. Okay, let's go into the apps, and I'm going to show you guys here IDA64. It's always good just to see what this thing has here. So I'm going to move my guy on the other side again. Okay, so with this one, the box does read H.265, but it doesn't have H.265. It has some other codecs that are in here, like MPEG-4 and MPEG-AVC. And there is an AVC, and there is a 4, but not exactly how it's displayed, so there is no H.265. It does have 24 gigs of internal storage. It does have 4 gigs of RAM, which is great. As far as your CPU goes, it does use an all-winner H313, H616, which is great. ARM Cortex A53, which is pretty good. 64-bit. The display is pulling up at 191080p with a Mali G31. Also, with the Android build, it is Android 12, and the device is already rooted. So I know it's a lot of information right now that I'm giving you on this, but it has some good stuff. The only thing is, for some reason, it's not reading in 4K on some stuff, so I'm checking in on a couple things here. With the stuff here, though, when it comes to 4K, it does read it. With audio, it does have your decoder encoder for C2 LMX, LATM, 3GPP, AMR, FLOC, ALA, MPEG, Opus, RAW, and Vorbis, which is pretty good. When it comes to video, it does have H.264, which that is your 4K, H.263, which is your solid 1080p or upscale to 2K, 3GPP MP4V ES, which is not the MP4, or this one says MPEG 4. And then down here, it does, or up here at the top, it does say AVC, but not the MPEG AVC. So again, tomato, it reads it, but I wish what it's advertising in the box, it actually says it. Okay, here we go. YouTube. Got to go on YouTube. Got to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to that 4K quality. Let's come here to search. We're going to go over to Rohas Travels, and I'm going to show you guys here. It says new 4K. It's a 4K video. Let's check this out. Okay, so quality looks great, and it's just because even if you're watching at a 1080p, I want the quality to look amazing, so I always shoot a certain way. Yeah, check this out. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna go over to settings, and I'm gonna hide my face real quick, and the quality, the max is pulling up at 2K 60 frames a second. Now, why is it pulling at 2K? I'm not really sure. But the quality looks extremely well. So it's able to read these formats, but it's only going to display it as far as the device is going to let you. So it reads it fine, just not pushing it as solid as possible. Yeah, so pretty good. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, there's a couple more things here to show you guys. At the very, very bottom, where the cog sign was at, you do have your your little folder, bottom left hand corner. If you open up that little folder, any kind of APKs that you download, this will be here. Local memory, go to downloads, and it should be there, whatever it is that you have. So for some reason it's not, it was there earlier, now it's not there right now. So IDA64, if you do click on that little brush, it cleans your stuff. If you click on that little speed thing, it's going to open up fast.com, I believe. So it's pretty good. That little trash, this is where you could uninstall things, anything that you installed. That little microphone, this is how you could set up your mic on the remote itself. So pretty easy. And then you do have the keyboard, and this is just the FN buttons there, pretty simple. And then the little talking dude right there. Now this little talking dude, this is going to be like, you get your phone, there's some QR codes that pop up. Sometimes it does take a minute when it's a little bit slow, but the QR codes is just one's for online and one's for WhatsApp customer service. There it is right there. So you just scan it, and then you could be able to talk to somebody and then just try to get support where, anytime you're having issues. Other than that, the device works pretty good. It's solid. There's nothing that I can complain about besides the developer options and then the 4K on YouTube. But other than that, yeah, it's good. It actually works really, really well and pretty smooth. Oh, and the remote. I'm not a fan of the remote, but yeah, works great. I think it's pretty good. If you guys are interested, I'm going to leave the links in the description for you guys to get set up. If you guys want the one that I have, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. Yeah, I can let it go for pretty good deal for you guys. So I got a couple of them. Cool. Yeah, let me know. Are you guys a fan of this? I know some people love this device. Some people don't like it at all. To each their own. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.